Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the man who created India, who unified India, it is from the book by Balraj Kishan by the same name. Now, we are talking about his efforts regarding Hyderabad. Mountbatten was to say goodbye to India in a month's time. He felt worried whether after he had gone, Patel could be restrained from sending troops in Hyderabad. He was anxious to make a final effort to bring about an agreement between Hyderabad and India so as to end his fateful career in India in a blaze of glory by presenting an association with Hyderabad, whatever form it may have taken. With a plan for Patel's acceptance, he flew to Dehradun early June, taking along with him Nehru, Rajendra Prasad, Gopalaswamy Iyengar, and Baldev Singh, all of whom were confident Patel, would not agree to the plan. Monckton, who had drafted it, admitted to Mountbatten that the terms were now heavily weighed in Hyderabad's favor and it would be a miracle if India accepted. Mountbatten's meeting with Patel was momentous. Soon after arrival, records Mountbatten, I gave the paper to Patel to read. He grunted, "Impertinence. I will never initial it." I then dropped the subject. After lunch, Sardarji became quite emotional and spoke of the debt India owed to me. This is what Mountbatten said. "How can we prove to you our love and gratitude? Whatever you have asked for, if you wish, whatever you ask now, if it is in my power, it will be granted." I hardened my heart, for I too was affected and replied, "If you sincerely want this, then sign this document." Sardarji was visibly taken aback. "Does agreement with Hyderabad mean so much to you?" he asked me in a low voice. "Yes." Patel initialed the draft. The others, although astonished, accepted this, and I flew to Delhi very elated at my success. Monckton could hardly believe his luck and flew back at once to Hyderabad with it. Then an astonishing thing happened. Nizam and his advisors now rejected their own draft. Monckton was told by Laik Ali, "We shall fight to the last man." To this, Monckton retorted, "You will be in the first plane to Karachi." An unhappy Mountbatten recorded, "The situation was indeed lost by Hyderabad through intervention of Qasim Rizvi, but for India it spelt victory." Now their conscience would be clear if they were to intervene in Hyderabad. With Mountbatten's departure, a major roadblock seemed to have been removed from Patel's path. He did gain a free hand, but not full freedom. Nehru and he differed. They were differing on so many things. Not so much on what India was to do, police action, but when to do. With Patel it was now, and with Nehru it was later. Nehru told the chief ministers on July 1st, "We are ready at a short notice to invade Hyderabad, but we propose to wait for development and to avoid such invasion if we can help because of other consequences. And it is bound to bring in its train the consequences." In contrast, Patel was categorical, unwavering and assertive. In his speech in the inauguration of Patiala and East Punjab Union on 15 July, he declared, if Hyderabad did not behave properly, it would have to go the way Junagadh did. The former Governor General Lord Mountbatten thought that he would be able to secure a peaceful settlement. Although I was doubtful whether the efforts would succeed, I let him try. Patel was now in no new mood, buoyant and cheerful. This was reflected by what he told Munshi over the telephone. Munshi records, next day after the Mountbatten's departure, I heard Patel's voice over the phone, vibrating with good cheer. Well, Munshi, how are you? Is everything all right? What about your Nizam? Oh, he's all right, I said. Then I told him about the Zahir's suggestion, settlement, as if he had never heard of any such thing. What settlement? He now felt himself the master of the game. The Mountbatten settlement, I said. Tell him that the settlement has gone to England, he replied caustically and laughed.